Alina.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You can just put your stuff over there if you'd like.
Okay.
How's your day been so far?
Pretty good.
Good?
I just had work in one class, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's crazy out there.
Oh yeah, with the weather. I'm
Yeah.
not a big snow fan.
Me neither. I thought it was going to be a snow day, honestly.
Yeah,
But
it
I'm
should have
kinda-
been.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad it's not though, so we wouldn't have got this room. But.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so my name is Taylor, like you know. What do you prefer to be called?
Just Alina's fine.
Alina?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so today we have a number of goals to get through. The first one, we're going to take a look at your activity through the day,
Okay.
and then visit about your food intake, and then at the end you can just ask me any questions about your habits or nutrition or anything you want to know. Okay, so also, if you do not have to answer any questions if you don't feel comfortable, and completely feel free just telling me, so that's totally fine with me.
Okay.
And is it okay if I take a few notes during this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, awesome. So, to begin, we're going to go through some physical information. Do you know your height?
I think 5'3".
5'3"?
Yeah.
And then, do you know your weight?
About 155.
55. And have you had any weight changes in the last 6 months? Any drastic weight changes?
No, not too much.
No?
Probably like just 5 pounds or something since Christmas.
Okay, cool. Do you have a certain desired weight you'd like to reach, or
Probably 135.
135? And is
Yeah.
there just a specific reason, or just
That's when
because-
I was like my most fit, when I did my most sports, and I was just happy with my body at that
Awesome.
point in time.
All right, and how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Okay, so now we're going to move on to health status.
Okay.
So how would you rate your general health between very good, good, fair, not very good,
Very good.
very good?
Yeah.
And have you had any injuries, or have you had any previous injuries before?
I've rolled an ankle.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was
How long
probably
ago was that?
4 months ago.
Okay. And what were you doing when that
Playing
happened?
basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
And do you know how long approximately it took you to recover?
About 2 months.
Did you have to wear a cast or anything, or was it just
No,
like...
they just taped it up. I went to the clinic here in the education building, you know, the physical therapy.
Yeah.
And they just helped me out there, and they would tape it up, and I do exercises. And
Oh, how often did you
Yeah.
have to go to that?
once a week.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I
Wow.
just go every Friday. It wasn't too bad, but I feel like the process made it quicker.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So do you have any allergies or other health conditions?
Just seasonal allergies.
Seasonal?
Yeah.
And do you follow any special diets?
No.
Okay, awesome. And then, do you or your family have any medical history, like diabetes or heart disease, cancer?
My mom has type 2 diabetes and thyroid, but I'm not sure if it's hyper or the other one.
Okay.
I just know she has thyroid. And then my grandpa has diabetes as well.
Type 2 as well?
Yes.
And then, are you currently taking any drugs or medication?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Okay. And do you drink, and if so, how often would you say?
Maybe twice a week.
Okay. And when you have drinks, how many would you say you have in like a night?
Maybe like 6.
6? It's funny, I practiced with my roommate and she said the exact same
We're
thing.
like that.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to move on to exercise information. So, do you exercise throughout the week at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many times would
I
you say?
try to do 5 times a week, but it's mostly 4 to 5.
Okay. And how, like during the days or the weekends?
Weekdays.
Weekdays?
Yeah.
And then what kind of activities do you do when you exercise?
So I'll do a bit of cardio, the Stairmaster and treadmill, and then I'll do a little bit of weights. So I try to do 20 minutes of cardio, 20 minutes of weights, and then 20 of just stretching, kind of aerobic exercises.
Nice. And then, all right, perfect. And then let's see, do you just do that at the
rec
gym?
center? Yeah.
And then, do you do any competition sports or recreation at all?
No.
No?
I play basketball for fun, but not sport, like a
Okay.
team or anything.
How often would you say you do that?
Twice a month.
Do you do that at the rec too?
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to do that, but
it's harder with girls. You have to like call up your friends, but
Yeah.
with guys, you can just show
They
up
just
and
go,
play. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna go on to supplement information. So,
Okay.
do you ever drink sports drinks?
Like Gatorades.
Yeah, Gatorades. What else is
Like
there?
Muscle Milk. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, like those
Um,
types.
No, I do like yogurt kind of drinks, so I can get like a little like a protein yogurt drink,
Okay.
and then
Do you know the brand of that by chance?
no, I don't.
No, that's totally fine.
And then I'll have a Gatorade every so often, like maybe once a month, just whenever I feel dehydrated and it sounds good.
Okay, perfect. So,
And I do like protein shakes.
how often do you do that?
3 times a week. And it's what brand is it? It's like a plant-based one. Starts with a V.
Okay. Oh,
It's like green. The lid's green, but the
yeah.
thing's white.
I know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
There's-
is it like the big things of protein and then you
Yeah,
mix it
scoop
in?
it,
I
yeah.
think it's called like Vega.
Yeah,
something?
Vega, something like that.
Okay.
I just know it's like a plant-based one. I get it from Costco.
Yeah, I mean, I have that too. Okay, and so is there a certain reason you drink that, or just?
Just to make sure I get enough protein. And I also am a big fan of smoothies, so I'll just mix it with fruit.
Yeah,
My
and
sweet
adds
tooth.
good flavor too.
Oh yeah, of course.
I really like. Have you ever heard of nice cream?
No, I haven't.
It's like frozen bananas, and you blend it, and
Ooh.
if you add the protein in it, like the chocolate one, it tastes
Wow.
like a chocolate milkshake. It's
I'd probably
good.
really like that.
Yeah. So, do you ever have any energy bars?
No.
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 And do you take any vitamin supplements
Mm-mm.
or mineral? I'm probably not.
Yeah.
And then no other supplements. Okay, so where do you currently live? Do you live in a sorority or the dorms? or-
Apartment off
apartment?
campus. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any special interests in nutrition or any concerns about diet at all?
I've had interest in like my macros, just understanding those and what they do to your body,
Okay.
and pretty much just what I need to be taking in to reach my goal weight.
Okay. And do you currently prepare all your meals, or how often do you prepare them?
I don't prepare them like for the week, but if I know I'm gonna have a busy day, I'll do like a dinner and then I'll make it more, so I'll have it for lunch next day.
Okay.
And
So do you ever eat out at all?
Yeah, occasionally I eat out.
Occasionally.
Yeah,
Okay.
and those are usually just on the weekends. The weekdays I don't really go out and eat.
So where do you typically eat your meals at?
If I go out to eat.
No, just if
Oh,
you're
like
eating out
shopping?
on a typical day.
So I'll go to Winco. I like to get food from Winco, and I mostly just eat at home. Like
Yeah.
I just get stuff.
Do you
from-
eat out like a table or the couch?
Oh, okay.
It's totally
yeah,
fine.
no, that's fine. Sometimes I'll eat in class. Honestly,
In
like
class, yeah.
I'll bring it and just eat at my desk. And then when I'm at home, I have like a little table in the living room, but I'll just sit like on the floor pretty much and just eat
Mhm.
at the table, or sometimes on the couch.
Okay. And how often would you say you eat in like the classroom setting?
Like twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
And when you are at home, do you ever use your phone or watch TV while you eat?
Yeah.
Probably. Like how often?
Probably mostly all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Me too.
It's hard when you're a student and you need to catch up on things.
Yeah,
like even if it's just
exactly.
reading
Yeah.
something.
Okay, and then so we already discussed this kind of, but do you have any nutrition related goals? Like, I know you talked about the macros and getting down to that specific weight, but is there any other thing you could think about?
So I typically get stomach issues, but I'm not sure if I'm lactose or gluten intolerant, because my dad just found out he was gluten intolerant and he's around 40 years old, like 42.
Okay.
And then my younger sister's lactose intolerant. So I'm not sure if any of those can run like in genetics.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I am.
That is a possibility.
Yeah. That I do have like a sensitivity. Not that it is terrible, but like digestive wise, I
Yeah.
can notice something's like not right.
And is it after any specific like things that you eat? Like if it's like a big thing of pasta?
Yeah, if it's a big thing of pasta, and a lot of times dark meat too. Dark meat does not sit well with my stomach. And I do drink almond milk. I don't do the cow milk.
Yeah.
And then I do have yogurt, sometimes even after yogurt, or oatmeal. Oatmeal is one.
Is it like the pre-made oatmeal?
It's just the oats, and then I mix it with water and put it in the microwave.
Oh.
So, I don't know. It's like quick oats.
Okay, I
Got
see.
it from Winco.
That's strange, because oatmeal is gluten-free, actually.
Oh,
surprisingly,
wow, yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, but that's strange. I'll have to look into that. And then, let's see. Okay, so we're going to move on. Okay, so these are some food models and just some, like, references. Just to help you kind of, like, get the gist of how much you, like, the amount of food you were eating at the time. So, would you say yesterday, like, within the day, was, like, a usual intake day for you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, perfect. So let's run through, starting with the first thing you ate or drank in the morning.
So I had coffee.
Coffee.
So I just do the Keurig, like a little K-cup.
And what time would you say that's at?
9 a.m.
9? Yeah. And based off of these, how much, like, would you say?
Probably this much.
Okay. And do you add any, like, sugar, creamer?
Yeah, so I'll do a little bit of almond milk, just the unsweetened regular kind. And then I'll do 2 packets of like a stevia.
Okay.
I think it's called.
Yeah. Like it's like 0 calories.
Yeah,
sugar.
The sweeteners, yeah.
And almond milk, would you say just like a splash of it?
Yeah, like a little drip.
Okay, perfect. And then, did you eat anything in the morning? Or?
Yeah, so I do 1 piece of toast.
About that size?
Yeah, a whole wheat, just from Winco. And then I'll put avocado on it. Spread some avocado, probably like 1/4 of an avocado.
Okay. And was that around the same time as?
Yeah, probably 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Okay, cool. And then, is that all in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll move on to after that.
And then I had lunch, so I had chicken flavored rice. It's like a pre-made box. Probably not the best, but it's quick.
No, it's fine. And is that like you just like boil the water, or is it like microwavable?
Yeah. So I boiled it the night before, and then you put the packet in, and it just kind of steams.
And do you add anything to it? Like
no.
Spices or?
It just comes with a packet already.
Okay.
Of spices.
And I guess you could, like, based off of that, how many do
Probably
you think?
2 of these, honestly.
2 of those?
Yeah.
And what time around would you say that was around?
Like 12:30.
12:30. All right. Okay. And did you have any, like, water or drinks with that?
I actually had some pork with it, just like a little bit of cut up pork.
Okay.
Probably like this much. That would fill that. Like it was only leftovers from the night before.
And did it have like salt or just like a little bit of salt or pepper?
Yeah, I put pepper on it, and I put lemon pepper. I used, and then what else did I put? I have this like red hot seasoning.
Okay.
That probably has a little bit of salt. I try not to add salt unless it's like the pink salt my roommate
Himalayan salt.
Yeah, she likes that salt.
I love that stuff too. Did you cook the pork yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you how'd you cook it?
I cooked it on the stove, so I just like sprayed it with some oil.
Okay.
And then I cut it up and then had put it on there.
Awesome. And let's see. And so with the seasonings, how much would just like a dash would you say?
I just like pretty much cover it. Like not too much, but
probably around like a teaspoon?
Yeah, I would say.
All of that. Okay. And
then I had water. Yeah.
Water. And how much water would you say?
Probably like half of my water bottle, so.
Do you have like one of those big
Not the big ones, but it's like a 32 ounce, so it's a medium one. So half a 32. What would that be?
16?
16.
Okay. And, all right. So we'll move on to the next meal or snack, whatever you
Okay.
have.
I had dinner. And for dinner, oh, I had salmon.
Salmon.
Yeah, it was like a little fillet of salmon that I got from Winco.
How big would you say it was? You could base it off of this if you want.
Probably like this big.
Okay.
It was a pretty decent size.
And how did you prepare that?
On the stove as well. So I just sprayed it with the oil, and then I put lemon pepper, that red hot seasoning.
Okay.
And then I think I actually added some like real lime on it too, like just
Squeeze of lime.
Yeah, squeeze of lime.
And did you have anything else with the salmon?
Yeah, I had a roll, like a bread roll. It wasn't whole wheat. It was just a roll that I got at Winco.
Are those like the frozen ones or?
No, it's the more fresh ones. Like,
okay,
they
like
kind of
by the bakery.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Yeah, those ones. I had one of those, and then I had some steamed broccoli.
Okay. And do you put anything on your broccoli at all?
No.
No. Okay, so how big would you say the roll was? You could like maybe draw.
Yeah. Probably if you just took off the crust.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a pretty big roll. And I put a little bit of butter on it.
Okay, perfect. And I have the butter right there. Would you say it was about that?
Probably half.
Okay.
Half of this.
And with the broccoli, you could base it off of these, whatever you think.
Probably a cup.
A cup. And around what time did you have dinner?
Like 5:30.
Okay. Any more water in between that or with that? Or drinks in any sense?
Oh, I had an aloe drink. It was like an aloe mango.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know the ones from Winco? Those are the best. And then, yeah, that was probably it.
Okay. And was that it for the day?
I had popcorn like later in the night. Yeah.
At around what time do you think you had that?
Like 8-ish. Like 8.
Okay. And how much would you say about? Like,
yeah, probably like
2
cups. Yeah, 2 cups of that.
Cups. And was it like the like you microwave?
Yeah, just a microwave.
So had
it was kettle.
Kettle. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, kettle.
No, you're good. Awesome. And then anything else to eat or drink after that?
No, just water.
Awesome. Oh, how much water would you say? You could just say total and overall. If
okay, so
easier.
I usually try to do at least 2 of my water bottles.
Okay.
So 36, 64.
Okay.
It's approximately 64 ounces.
Just spread throughout
yeah.
the day. Okay, awesome. So now we're going to do a food frequency questionnaire.
Okay.
So how many servings a day of fruit would you say you eat? If it's not per day, you can just tell me how often you would say you'd eat it.
Okay, so I do like smoothies, so I do a lot of fruit smoothies, and I like oranges and apples. So I want to say at least 2 cups.
Okay.
Like every other day, so like 3 times a
3
week?
times a week,
yeah.
Okay. And, do you drink any fruit juice?
No, but the aloe drinks, I'm not sure if those would be considered juice.
Yeah, kind of. How often would you say you drink those?
Probably like 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
Yeah, I like those.
I do too. Okay. And then fresh or cooked vegetables, how many servings a day do you eat, or how often?
I try to at least eat 1 cup a day.
1 cup a day?
Yeah. I try to at least have something green in one of my meals per day.
That's awesome. Okay. And then salad, how often would you say you eat it?
Probably twice a week.
And, like, how many cups would you say? Like, 3 cups? 2
yeah,
cups?
3 cups, because it's usually a meal if I do. And then I'll add either chicken or
protein.
Tuna. Yeah, a meat base.
Okay, let's see. In an average week, how many servings of dried peas, beans, like pinto or navy, black-eyed, including canned? Mostly people use canned.
Yeah, I usually do canned, and I do pinto, and I'll
Pinto?
probably have it at least once a week.
And how many or what serving size would you say?
Probably a cup.
A cup?
Yeah.
And canned?
Yeah.
And do you ever do you ever pay attention to the sodium or not?
Yeah, I try to get low sodium, but it's usually just whatever looks most appealing.
Yeah. Okay, so in an average week, how many servings of regular peanut butter, peanuts, or other nuts like almonds, walnuts, or peanuts do you have?
So I do peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
And probably once a week. I try to get a lot of nuts in. I'm just not really a nut person.
Yeah.
I try.
Same. And that's like
This?
Yeah, that's
probably
peanut butter. Like
2 in these.
2 of those?
Yeah, and then I'll pair it with like an apple.
Okay. And then in an average week, how many servings of French fries or fried potatoes or hash browns do you eat?
In a week.
Yeah, or just however often. It doesn't necessarily have to be a week.
Probably once.
Hold the door shut when you're done.
Okay.
I'll lock it. So
Okay.
just turn the light off.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, I have an appointment 7
Okay.
Probably once or twice a month.
Okay. And how big of serving size would you say? You can that's
Yeah. If I do, probably around 2 of these.
Okay.
If I have fries. I do sometimes do hash browns, and it might probably be one of these.
Okay. Alright. And then in an average week, how many servings of high fiber cereals like bran flakes or shredded wheat do you eat, if you do?
I don't really eat cereals.
Okay. And then how many servings of bacon or sausage would you say you eat in a week, or however often?
I like turkey bacon. Would that be considered?
Yeah.
Probably twice a month. Whenever I can get it.
And how many pieces would you say you have?
3 to 4.
And then in an average week, how many servings of hot dogs or lunch meats do you eat, like deli meats in general?
Probably twice a week.
Twice a week.
And it's usually ham.
Oh, spelled that wrong. And then how much would you say, like how many slices?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. And then an average week, how many servings of hamburger, including hamburger meat? For example, like meatloaf or spaghetti meatballs, anything like that?
Probably twice a month.
2 times a month.
Yeah.
And how big would you say? You can just use your hands if you want.
Yeah. Probably like this.
This is a
much.
normal size
Yeah.
patty. Okay. And then, how many servings of beef or pork, like roast, stew meat, ribs, steak, pork chops, barbecue, ham, all of those things, besides deli ham, like just the regular ham, would you say you eat in a week?
Probably once a week.
Okay. And does it like come with the fat trimmed at all, do you know, or do you trim it, or?
I usually just trim it myself, yeah.
And then compared to that model, what would you say?
A little bigger than this.
Okay.
That much.
Awesome. And then is your serving of meat larger than smaller than a deck of cards? Probably
Bigger.
bigger.
Yeah.
Kind of answered that before. And then if you eat chicken, is the chicken you eat usually fried, or how would you usually eat it?
Baked.
Baked?
Yeah.
And then in average week, how many servings of snack chips or snack crackers would you say you eat?
Like 3 times a week.
3 times. Is there a specific brand that you like?
Of crackers, I usually do like the squared ones.
Okay.
I can't remember what they're called. Usually,
Like the saltines?
yeah, the
Okay.
saltine crackers. And I try to do the whole wheat ones.
Oh, I didn't even know they had whole
Yeah,
wheat.
I didn't know either. They sometimes have them and they sometimes don't.
At Winco?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should look for those. And how many would you say you have?
Probably 13.
13?
Yeah.
Do you eat them, like, with anything on them?
Yeah, I
Just
use
by
them with
themselves?
my tuna or like
Tuna.
oysters if I have oysters.
Perfect. And then in an average week, how many servings of milk do you drink? Which you already told me, almond milk.
Yeah,
right?
almond milk. In a week, probably at least 2 cups.
Okay.
It's usually just with like my coffee or if I make a pasta.
How do you use that with pasta?
Instead of using the real milk, I just put the almond milk.
Oh, I see. Like with
Yeah.
like
The
fettuccine.
fettuccine,
Oh,
yeah, the more
yeah.
creamy ones.
Yeah. Okay, in an average week, how many servings of regular cheese do you eat?
Probably.
I have like an example right here.
Yeah.
How many of those you would maybe eat a week?
3 of these.
Okay. Is there a specific kind you like?
Mozzarella.
Okay. And then a few more questions. In an average week, how many servings of ice cream do you eat? Light or low fat, sherbet or frozen yogurt, anything like that? Or do you eat the dairy free?
I usually just get a regular like carton of ice cream and I probably have it like once a week.
Okay.
A cup or 2 a week.
Perfect.
But yeah, I don't do anything specific, like no low fat or dairy
Is there a
free.
specific brand that you use?
It's just a Winco main brand that they
Okay.
have. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It might even be like a Great Value one.
Okay. Perfect. And then in an average week, how many whole eggs do you eat?
Like 5.
5?
Yeah.
How do you like to prepare them?
I'll eat them scrambled or over easy, sometimes even hard boiled.
Okay. And then in an average week, how many servings of deep fried foods do you eat?
Probably like once a week.
And what do you usually eat?
Like mozzarella sticks or jalapeno poppers. Usually just like sides from Sonic if I'm craving it.
Yeah. And would you say it's like around this, like,
Yeah, probably around this
or like
portion.
how many mozzarella sticks? would you say?
Probably 5 mozzarella sticks, and then if I do jalapeno poppers, probably 5 as well.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I think I got all the information that I need. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope. That should
Okay,
be it.
awesome. And like after I look at this, is there? I know you want to look at macros. Is there
Mhm.
anything like specific? Like, do you want me to make a plan or anything that doesn't have as much dairy, or just like
Mhm.
dairy-free options or gluten-free options or brands like that?
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe if I could do, because I heard that if you do higher fats, minimum proteins, and lower carbs, that's an ideal to lose weight. And I kind of want to find alternatives to make my carbs stay low,
Yeah. Okay,
but
so
still
low
get
carb.
them in. You know, not
Yeah.
completely abandon them.
Or
but
maybe
yeah.
like healthier carbs.
Yeah,
too.
healthier carbs, and maybe more dairy free, but not completely, just like lower
Yeah.
dairy. But yeah, I could try that because I feel like I'm leaning more towards it's the dairy, not the gluten.
Really?
But I'm not. Yeah, I'm still
Okay,
trying
yeah.
to figure it out.
Yeah, I could totally help out with that, like just with specific ice cream brands and stuff
Mhm.
like that you could try. Because I personally don't eat dairy, so
Okay.
I know a lot about that stuff.
Yeah, sweet.
All right, so you said I remember you telling me you had class on Friday from 1:30 to 2:30.
Yes.
Are you free at or 2:20? So are you free at 2:30 possibly?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay,
So
awesome.
2:30 on Friday.
Yeah, and then this room is perfect if
Mhm.
that's okay with you.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
All right. Well, I have this for you.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah, it was really nice meeting you.
Yeah, I'm glad.